Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So now here come the Dolphins. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Rivers now to throw on first down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the safety, Jarvis Byrd. And out come the Dolphins now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Tannehill to the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the D-line's going to spread out. Tannehill on first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rivers now on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 1st and goal from the 8. Running, it's Drake. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. He's got time in the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for San Diego. 46 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I...
And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now San Diego getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On second down, Rivers again. And right side caught Hogan. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Landry now on the return. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill rolling to his right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll run here with Vereen. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. Now Rivers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Roy Miller forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Stays on his feet. Drake off the give from Tannehill. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Another carry for the rookie Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
1 receiver left. That's Allen. On 3rd down, Rivers. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now Landry. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
4 down, 4 down. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Seeing Rob Gronkowski run that flag route brings back memories of high school for me, because I remember my coach being so detailed with the receivers about how to sell the inside part of the route like you're going to the post, and then breaking it off for that flag towards that pylon. And how about Gronk? Once he does that, who's going to be able to go through that big body and stop it?
Not me. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 27 yards that time. Good enough for a San Diego first down. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son.
And now here is another interception. And some space here. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. Come down with it. I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Chargers.
Double tight, double tight. Hey. 4 down. 380.
Following the interception, now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On first down, Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Hey! He's crashing. He's checking. 380.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Hayes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Fielded at the 43.
Whoosh.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Able to shake him off. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Tannehill now. They give to Ajayi. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Give him 27 yards that time, and that'll be good for a San Diego 1st down. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Shift together here from the D-line. First down, Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They slot Gronkowski outright. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Tomahali getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Pulled in at the 24. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Ajayi. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. They run again with Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now Benjamin. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now San Diego getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Tight end left. Got 3 down. Back, 380.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Right back to Dre. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Diego, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon. Watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from San Diego.